32 teams have gone home. We are down to the final 16 teams. You win, go through the quarterfinals. You lose, you're going home. We are here with NXT Football, and we are going to break down the round of 16. Let's get right into it.
Let's go.
All right. First game. We're going to break this down one side the draw. So we're starting this on July 5th, 3 a.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Saving Time. Canada, they're taking on Morocco. Coach Dan, let's run through it.
Let's have a look. Canada's still there. I think everyone was pretty sure they'd get out of the groups, which they did. And then they got a pretty nice matchup with South Africa. In the round of 32, they managed to get past them as well. A late winner.
Yeah.
Late winner, which has kind of been the narrative for this round of 32. A lot of late winners. It's a 90-minute game, although with these hydration breaks, it's like 96 at least. Minimum, correct. But yeah, look, I think for me, Canada look all right. They look all right.
Yeah.
Bit hard done by not playing at home last game.
Yeah.
In the round of 32, again, they're not playing at home this time. They're in America. So a bit tough. America and Mexico have played all their games at home.
Yeah.
Which obviously is a huge benefit. And Canada's been on the road the last game and again this time. So yeah, bit upsetting for them. But when the draws and everything's settled so long ago, it is what it is. And yeah, they're facing a very in-form Moroccan side. A Moroccan side who knocked off the Dutch.
Which is a massive victory.
Yes.
Being the Dutch any day is massive, let alone being in the FIFA World Cup.
Yeah. Look, that was, I think, 7v8 in world rankings.
Yeah.
I'm not sure people are giving Morocco the credit they deserve. They've been knocking for quite some time, fourth at the last World Cup. Technically AFCON champions after the debacle earlier this year, but they are coming off the back of 120 minutes versus 90 for Canada. Penalty shootouts, the emotions of that. But yeah, beating the Dutch, they'll be riding that into this match, that's for sure.
How much of these teams that we run through, how much of a factor is it teams that have played 120 minutes in the round of 32 versus the teams that have only played a 90-minute game?
It's probably there at the moment.
Yeah.
I think as it runs deeper, if this next game in the round of 16, if that's hitting 90 plus into penalties, that's when the fatigue will come, because now the turnaround is, I think, 4 days that everyone has. Some teams had 6 or 7 days between their last group stage game and the round of 32. So that's ample time to recover.
Yeah.
But now, it all starts to condense that little bit more, and the more you play, the harder it'll be the next time to go again.
So I guess talking about crunch time, we're going to give our predictions. Where do you see this game going?
I think it's for Morocco. I think they're the ones who will come in confident. A big thing for Canada is Alphonso Davies.
Mm-hmm.
So that's their talisman. He's at Bayern Munich, but was injured through the group stages, played the last 10, 15 against South Africa. So if he's fit after that, I'd love to see him start. And I think his, explosive nature, how dynamic he can be on the ball could change things in Canada's favour. But I think holistically, Morocco should get it done.
I'm probably going to tip Morocco as well. I'm going to throw another cheeky prediction in there. I reckon they make it to the semi-finals.
Wow. Okay.
So that might not work, but let's see how that one goes. Also on the same day, 7 a.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Saving Time, big game. Paraguay, they take on France.
David Goliath vibes.
100%.
This one for me, I think. Paraguay, let's not forget how they started this tournament. 4-1 loss to America. The Americans really played well, gave it to them, and they showed up, but Paraguay turned it around. a gritty win over Turkey. You know, a man down and held on right until the end. Something like 25, 30 shots the Turks had, and couldn't break them down. So defensively, this Paraguayan team is the real deal, and they'll try to catch France on the counter attack like they did the Turks, and tried against Australia too. But France is France. Mbappe is on fire at the moment. You know, that whole midfield, Dembele as well. They're really coming in. You don't want to go too hard too soon, and I think they've got a couple more gears to go.
Yeah.
And if they need it for this game, they'll definitely use it. But you know, France is looking to make their third consecutive FIFA World Cup final.
It'd be an incredible record if they do it.
Yeah, that'd be crazy to go 18-22 and now in 2026. So I think Paraguay sets up deep like they have. Why would you change it? It's worked. It's got you into the round of 32. I got them past Germany. That was probably the biggest upset, I would say, of that round of 32.
Yeah.
Beating them on pens and a dubious call, I thought, throughout extra time there. But here we are. Paraguay will take on France.
I think the interesting one here is probably a story that has been touched on, but I guess for France, they're also playing with a little bit of a higher purpose because France's coach, unfortunately, his mother passed away during this World Cup. So I feel like whilst it's a really sad thing for the coach, and obviously condolences to the family there, but France and their players will be getting behind their coach and they're playing for a higher purpose there.
100%. The emotions that they can channel, and they're all very professional athletes, then they won't let that overwhelm them. They'll be able to use that to positively. And yeah, I think this game might be one of the first ones where a hydration break is actually needed. Because the conditions in Philadelphia are said to be quite humid and hitting some decent heat in the mid to late 30s. At the moment, that's the prediction. So we'll see what happens there. But that could actually be a good use of the hydration break.
Very rarely said about the hydration break.
Correct. Well, the momentum killer.
100%. Where do you see this one going?
France for me.
Yeah, tend to agree with you. France on this one. And then we head into July 7th. So 5 a.m. it is Portugal taking on Spain.
The Iberian Derby.
There you go.
Yeah, so neighbours geographically, and historically these two are big footballing nations, and historically they play some cracking matches. The last time they met, I believe, was in a group stage in 22, and it was 3-3, which for a group stage game is unreal and great for the fans. Spain wasn't anything crash hot, I didn't think, in the group stages, but they definitely turned on the heat a little bit against Austria. 3-0 there, put them away pretty easily. So now they'll look to build on that as they progress through. Portugal got lucky.
Yeah.
Portugal got lucky.
You can say it.
Some very controversial decisions. Instagram was a very dark hole after that Croatian loss. Look, they're a great side. For me, I think they've got one of the best midfields in the competition. But I haven't seen that midfield click just yet. You know, they had a great half against Croatia. First half was great. Plenty of chances, though, that they didn't take. And then in that second half, you saw Croatia really come out and get on top. Had 2 or 3 goals disallowed. And then, you know, to have the game stripped away, well, you know, the option for it to go to extra time with the flick of the hair debacle was the... Yeah, but anyway, Portugal win. Portugal go through. They play Spain. Spain have never beaten Portugal in a knockout.
Really?
The knockout stage of the World Cup. Yeah.
Do you think that could happen?
I think it could. I think this might be the time. Yeah, I think this might be the time. But I still think Spain, again, similar to France, have a few more gears to go through. And I think they might need to find them in this one.
Do you think for Portugal with their midfield, if it doesn't click in this game, it could be a cause of concern if they do win and then they go deeper into the competition?
Nah, I don't think so. I think it just gives them more time, gives them another few days to work on things. The players they've got in that midfield and where they're playing around the world is ridiculous. Plus, the talisman up front of Ronaldo. For me, this is probably, if not the best round of 16 game, it'd be a close second.
Yeah.
But yeah, what's your prediction for this one?
I'm going to go Portugal.
Portugal, okay.
I think Portugal's got a good feel-good story about it. But, yeah, I'm going to go Portugal on this one.
Okay.
I'm going to split you on that.
You know what? I'll back you in. Let's go Portugal.
Will you?
Because then it makes it easier that Croatia can say they lost to the team that made it to the quarters.
He's kind today, ladies and gentlemen. And then 10 a.m, Belgium, they're taking on the USA.
Yes, the USA.
That chestnut.
Look, I sat here not too many weeks ago saying that I didn't think they were anything crash hot, and they've shut me up a little bit.
Yeah.
Wouldn't say they have been crash hot per se, but they've been pretty good.
Yeah.
They've done their job throughout the group stage. They won their first two matches convincingly. They got past Bosnia, I thought, pretty convincingly in the end. But a huge sticking point was the red card to Balogun.
Yeah.
So Bosnia then had a good half an hour with the extra man, and America still managed to score in that half an hour, which was a cracking free kick to make it 2-0 and really seal the game for them. But we now need to see how much more Christian Pulisic can bring to the table with that striker out. He'll definitely need to be ready and firing. But yeah, in terms of this fixture as well, 12 years ago, Belgium actually knocked out the US. So maybe the US fans remember that, and they'll be hoping to rewrite their wrongs.
Yep.
And I think they might get it done.
Do you think as well, because of the home ground advantage, not home ground, but home crowd as well, it's really, when you have 50, 60, 70,000 people all cheering for you, you can't stop that momentum.
No, it does plenty. And it's not when, it obviously helps when there's the go forward, but if something goes wrong, if the Belgian side is pressing hard and they're, 5-10 minutes, they can barely get out of their half for the crowd to come in and support from a defensive perspective as well. That's huge. This Belgian side for me is ever underwhelming.
Yeah.
I think they've been tipped for the last, 12 years to do something. And they've got great players that play all over the world. And I think their best finish was the 2018 World Cup where they came third or fourth. I think they came third. So
yeah,
podium finish, I guess.
The podium doesn't get you the trophy though.
No, they won't even. I think as well emotionally, like that game against Senegal was huge. They basically only played 10 minutes of soccer football and managed to get it into extra time. Their crafty midfielder Yuri Tillemans had I like to say he went Super Saiyan. He won the penalty. He took the penalty. He scored the second goal to take it to extra time. So he's a great player. They've got Lukaku. They've got Kevin De Bruyne. They've got a solid back line too, a lot of veterans in the side. But 2 late goals, and then they played an extra half an hour. So, yeah, fatigue could come into it for both these sides, especially with America playing a man down for the last, 20, 25 minutes against Bosnia.
Yeah, absolutely. Prediction for this one?
I'm going to go America.
I think the US will get it done.
Yeah.
They'll get into the quarters, and then I think they've just got to ride the wave of momentum.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's nice as well when the host nations do well. But yeah, I think they'll get it done.
I think so too. All right, so that wraps up that side of the draw. So we're going to the other side of the draw. Original names, right?
Yes, no technical terms here, just one side or the other.
We're very technical around here. Correct. So we go July 6, 6 a.m. Brazil. They take on Norway.
Yes. The rowers. Hasn't that been awesome?
It's been fantastic, honestly.
Yeah, especially when they Martin Odegaard went and got the drum, and in the middle of the field he was doing it, and the players are doing it with the fans. That was really cool to see.
Amazing. Really
cool to see. And then it's even, I've seen videos of kids in classes in Norway doing it.
Yeah.
Victor Hovland, who's a golfer on the PGA, he did it with some fans as well after he won a competition. So it's really, it's taken off.
Yeah.
And it's really cool. And I like this Norway side. I like this matchup. This one for me is my pick of the round in terms of a must watch. 6 a.m. as well. That's an easy one to get up for and enjoy.
Good time.
2 really good sides. Haaland, driving Norway forward, doing great things for them. But Gabriel from Brazil, he will do everything he can to stop him.
Yeah.
Not only that, so Gabriel's at Arsenal, and Haaland's obviously at Man City, so they play plenty against each other in the Premier League.
They know each other's games.
So they'll both know each other's games.
Yeah.
It's not just one or the other. But Brazil have had 2 big injuries to some hamstrings for Paqueta and Rafinha. So it'll be interesting to see how they shape up that midfield now for that go forward, because they were both they're big players, big game players, and big for that Brazilian side.
Do you think that affects them massively for this game?
I think they've had time. I think Rafinha went down after game 1 and Paqueta maybe after the second. So they've had a little bit of time to adjust because of that.
Yeah.
But it's also Brazil. They could field 3 really good sides.
Yeah, the depth they have is just incredible.
Correct. So, my thoughts for this one, if Brazil can go up a click or 2, a notch or 2, I reckon they'll get it done. But also if Haaland's on, he's on.
Where do you see this one going?
I'm going to go tight, Brazil win.
I think I want to see the row one more time.
That's fair.
I'm going to go Norway.
That's fair.
Same day as well, July 6th, 10 a.m, Mexico. They take on England.
This one excites me, actually.
Yeah.
It really does. Mexico, obviously the host nation, so they slotted in. They usually qualify anyway through the usual channels, but they've been solid. I'm not sure they've been tested though.
Right.
I think this will be their first real test, coming up against an England side who had to dig deep against Congo. Harry Kane saved him, said, "Jump on, fellas, let's go."
That was incredible.
It was a real striker's effort there.
That's like slow-mo footage from right behind him. Seeing that whole play out was just impeccable.
And Anthony Gordon, who played, I think he got the assists for both of Harry's goals. So he's been good. He's been coming off the bench, but he's been good. But as we spoke about with the Americans and that 12th man.
Mm.
This game is at the Azteca.
Mm.
Now, this is in Mexico City, and Mexico haven't lost there in something like 80. Sorry, they've lost 2 games in their last 80 or something ridiculous. So
You can't ignore that.
No, you can't. You can't. So I think, look, I still think England will get it done, and they should get it done. I think they've got way too good of a squad to be bowing out in the round of 16.
Yeah.
But another consideration with Mexico City is the altitude.
Very true.
So this stadium is set 2,200 meters above sea level.
Yeah.
So the Mexicans are obviously used to the altitude. England actually flew in earlier to get acclimatized and to get ready for what that does. But potentially another game where the hydration break is actually relevant.
Actually needed. I was going to say as well, we could see Mexico the night before with their fans start to encroach on the England hotel and start to play some music as well.
Yeah, I think they might need some soundproofing wherever England's staying, or they need to stay like an hour away and get a bus in, because it's...
They'll be targeted, and not in a bad way. Like if you're Mexico and you can get a 1% advantage, you're going to do it.
Yeah, if they can't sleep, who knows how they'll turn up to play. So, but why can't England fans do the same thing? If you manage to find out where they're staying, go rock the bus.
Where do you see this one going, Coach Dan?
Yeah, I think for me it's England.
Yeah.
I haven't seen enough of Mexico. Like I said, I don't think they've been tested enough. And England also haven't hit their straps. But yeah, England for me.
I think England get closer. Don't know if it's closer to coming home, but they'll get closer and keep pushing further in the tournament.
Well, they'll then play the winner of Brazil or Norway.
That will be a massive game.
So that's what you want. That's that juice of the quarterfinals where it can really go either way.
And you can't hide.
No chance.
Yeah, you're all exposed. All right, July 8th. Early one this one, 2 a.m. Argentina, they take on Egypt.
Maybe the one positive of Australia losing is we don't have to get up at 2 a.m.
That's very true. That's a really good point.
I think that might be the only positive we could take out of it. No, look, Australia played really well against the Egyptians. I was really impressed with the second half. I thought we hid a little bit in the last 10 minutes and then even a little bit into the extra time.
Yeah.
But then just way too poor in penalties.
Yeah.
You can't be missing 2 like that and not even getting on target. You got to make the keeper make a save.
Yeah.
At the very least. So, yeah, Egypt go through. Argentina go through, and just Cape Verde really gave them a bit of a scare.
And that's not a media shocking headline. Like they were pushed hard.
Yeah. No, that's not. Yeah, that's not clickbait.
Yeah. Yeah, you heard it here first.
Yeah. It was. It wasn't far off going to pens. The Argentines got the goal late in the second half of extra time, and it ended up being an own goal as well because Romero flicked it onto the guy. So an own goal, and the Cape Verde, that second goal was a cracker from right in the corner of the box. Just put a top bins.
Might potentially a contender for goal of the tournament.
Yeah, could be. Yep.
Perfect bit is there's a lot more football still to come, so plenty more contenders will show up.
That's right. That's right. But yeah, look, it'll be an interesting matchup. I think Egypt had glimpses of good things, but I'm not. Both teams also went to the full 120 minutes, so they're both in the same spot. They only played 2 or 3 hours apart as well. So in terms of fairness and minutes in the legs, they're both at almost identical points.
Yeah.
So now it's just a matter of seeing what happens on July 8. But I think it's Argentina for me.
Yeah, I think what you also can't underestimate with Argentina is the crowd as well. The game today, being Saturday, 4th of July, that was pretty much a home game for them. Like 90% of that crowd in Miami,
Yeah.
where they were right behind
Huge
Argentina.
South American presence there. So, and the other big one is Messi.
Yeah.
I think he's on 7 goals. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
After,
well, he broke the record, right?
Yeah.
Throughout the tournament.
So he's in, like always, he's in a rich vein of form, but he's really, really hitting his straps. And as I was watching the game against Cape Verde, it was, I think, the 115th minute, and he made a dash, just to keep the ball in and send it into the corner. So he's not, he might be 38, but he's still got plenty in his legs.
He knows when to conserve his energy, go for a bit of a walk, observe 100%. The play, and then when he needs to turn on,
off he goes.
Flicks the switch. I think for me, Argentina, they're like, you can't go past them.
No, I don't think so. A little bit of a scare, but I think they'll use that positively.
Yeah.
They've got 4 days to work on things and see why Cape Verde was able to give them some trouble.
Yep.
And then, go ahead and take on the Egyptians.
And for July 8 as well, we have 6 a.m. It's Switzerland taking on Colombia. Let's get into this one, Coach Dan.
I like this one. I think Switzerland are a team that, when they qualify, they always seem to get out of the group. And they have a really good track record of getting out of the group, round of 16, maybe quarters, and they usually bow out. Has been that case, I feel like, for quite some time, whether it's a World Cup or a Euros.
Yep.
Switzerland, they've actually just come off the back of 3 consecutive wins, which is the first time ever that they've done that.
Wow.
At the World Cup, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
For them, a comprehensive victory over Algeria. They never really seemed troubled in that one. They've got some known names in their team. You've got Granit Xhaka, Manuel Akanji, and Embolo up top. So a decent side. Coming off 90 minutes, Colombia also coming off 90 minutes. So very even there in terms of minutes in the legs. Colombia had a gritty win, 1-0 over Ghana.
Yeah.
So I like Colombia. I think they'll get the job done here over the Swiss. For me, Luis Diaz on that left wing for Colombia at the moment, he's on fire.
Yeah.
He's flying. He's full of confidence. He's taking on players. He's having shots. He's disrupting them as he goes forward. So I think he'll be the difference. But yeah, for me, it's probably Colombia.
I'm going to guess Colombia as well. But I'm curious, so do you reckon this will be quite a physical game? Like Colombia will bring that physical presence into the game?
Colombia will bring that South American, grit and physicality that a lot of them have kind of trademarked with the way that they play. And Switzerland a little bit more free-flowing and things like that. So, yeah, two good sides who definitely deserve to be in this round of 16. Yeah,
and we're getting to the tail end of this tournament. So now that we've covered, I guess, both sides of the draw and where things are at, I think it's best for us just to put our predictions in, go 2 sides of the draw, who could potentially meet in the final. Where do you reckon this will land, Coach Dan?
I think on one side it's going to be France. I think they're way too strong for Paraguay, and I think they'll just keep rolling through. They've got many more gears to shift through. On the other side, I think if the matchups continue as they are, Argentina will play Colombia in a round of 16. In the quarters.
Yep.
If they get through that, I think Argentina can keep going. I wouldn't be surprised if the final is the same as 4 years ago with France and Argentina. So that's my prediction. Looking at the last 16 teams and the 2 sides of the draws and who needs to play who.
And who are you thinking is a dark horse potentially? Like we're thinking, I think probably not safe, but Argentina and France, going off current form, they're probably 2 of the best.
Yep.
Who do you think could be a dark horse that might scare everyone at the top of town?
Yeah, I don't mind Norway, I'd say. I'd
Yeah.
say if they can get past, I mean, look, they've got to get past Brazil, they've got to get past then Mexico or England, and then potentially, Argentina, Colombia, etc. So there's still a lot of football to be played. The round of 16 gives us 8, then 4, and then still 2 because we'll have a third match playoff. So
Yeah.
still plenty of football to be had. So yeah, I'd like to see Norway do something. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll roll on through to the quarters.
He's good, isn't he? I think that's kind of the perfect way to sum it up. I think Norway is, it's really captured a lot of the football community, but it's extended beyond that. Like everyone's really getting behind them.
Yep.
Big social media movement. So I might jump on the back of your rowboat and I'll put Norway in there too.
Love it. Jump in.
100%. Well, I think that just about wraps us up. It's a really exciting part of the tournament. Round of 16, winners, they go through the quarterfinals. You lose, you go home. You're not in the World Cup anymore. So very exciting. But Coach Dan from NXT Football, thanks for joining me, mate.
No worries. Thanks for having me. It's always a pleasure. And there's still plenty more football to come.
Always a great problem. And as always, follow the Sports Playbook wherever you follow on the social channels and wherever you listen on your podcast. See you on the next episode.